Okay, if you finished writing the notes down, can you raise your hand? Okay, so we are going to try to solve this first question here, okay? So same as solving an equation, just keep in mind, if you ever need to multiply or divide by negative, your sign need to change, okay? Otherwise, everything else is the same as solving equation, okay? When you move, right, you need to switch sign. Okay, so we can start by expanding, getting rid of the brackets, okay? So on the left side, 5x stay there. -2 will multiply in. Okay, so you get -2x minus 6 minus 4 less than the 2 goes in, right? So 2x minus 10 plus 3. Okay, so far we don't need to flip because we didn't multiply or divide by negative, right? On both sides. Okay, so I'll let you complete the rest, okay? At the end, you should have x by itself. Okay, isolate the x. Isolate x. All right, once you got the x, please raise your hand. Okay, I'll do another step. We could combine the like terms first, right? So on the left side, we have 3x minus 10 less than 2x minus 7. Okay, if you are finished, please raise your hand. Okay, Bernice, what do you have?
X is smaller than 3.
Smaller than 3, yeah, very good, okay. So move the 2x to the left, move the minus 10 to the right, okay. So moving left and right, it doesn't flip, okay. Moving is okay. Only when you need to multiply or divide. So later you might have question like that, okay? This one, there's no flipping. So we found this answer. X is less than 3. So it's different from x equal to 3. When you have x less than 3, it means you have more than one answer. Any number smaller than 3 will always work. Okay, so this means you have infinite. Well, let's not write that, okay? X could be 2, right? Could be 1, could be negative 0.7, okay? Could be many, okay? A lot of number, any number as long as it's smaller than 3 will be your answer. So we can write the answer like that, or we could also show it with a graph, okay? So graph, okay, if you want to graph your answer, okay? Let's do it on the right side, okay? So on your homework, if you're graphing on the line, you need to show at least 3 numbers. You can do the 0, okay? And then 1, 2, 3. Smaller than 3 means you don't want to include 3. So to show that, okay, always put the number underneath and the graph on the top, okay? So you put a circle on the top, empty, okay? Empty circle, everything smaller than 3. So could be 2, could be 1, could be 0, everything to the left. So draw a line with the arrow. Okay, so that's how you show your answer with the graph. Okay, so this means empty circle. Okay, this one, okay, empty circle. Okay, so if the question has an equal sign, then you need to fill in the circle. You call that a solid circle. So like question 1A, right? You have a less than or equal. Okay, less or equal. So when you're drawing the graph, you need to fill in the circle. All right. Any questions so far? So following question, okay, the 2 questions, I'll let you try that. Okay, we'll do question A first. When you finish question A, you can raise your hand. After isolate the C, okay, instead of X, we have C, and then the graph as well. Okay. Okay, we should be almost done by now, right? This one is easier than the one we just finished. Okay, so we always keep your variable on the left side, okay? Because it's more common to read from the left, okay? Because if you, for example, the last question, right? If you write your answer like X, like that, it'll be more difficult to read it, okay? You have to read from the right side, X less than 3, right? If you read from right, 3 bigger than X, okay? So always keep your variable on the left after you isolate. Okay, let's expand. Okay, 6 minus 3c less than equal to 2c minus 4. Okay, if you're done, please raise your hand. Okay, Mackenzie, Tony, and Wilson, do you have any questions? Okay, Tony, what's your answer?
I haven't finished.
How about you, Mackenzie?
I got 2 less than or equal to 2.
Let me write it down. It says C.
Less than or equal to 2.
Okay. Less than equal to 2. How about you, Wilson?
Sorry, what was the question?
What's the answer?
I also got the same thing.
Less than equal to 2?
Yes.
Okay. Aaron?
I have the same thing.
Okay. Anyone got different? Everyone's the same? Angelique? Yeah, Shanier?
I got 2 is less than or equal to C.
2 less than equal to C, but if we want to put the variable on the left side, how do you put it?
Oh, on the left side.
Yeah, always keep the variable on the left side.
I
Yes,
got C is greater than or equal to 2.
C greater than equal to 2. And Cat?
I got the same as Angeline.
Okay. The 2 less than equal to C, if you read it from the right, it's the same as C greater equal to 2. Okay, so basically these two are the same thing. Okay, so it'll be easier to read it if you always keep it on the left. Okay, so everyone has the 2, right? That part, no problem. It's the sign. Okay, you have to pay attention how to get the right sign, because if the sign is in the wrong direction, right, then your graph will be wrong as well, right? So let's take a look at how we move it. So we want to keep all the variable on the left. So we are going to move the 2c to here, to the left. Okay. Let me erase that. Okay. We move the 2c to the left. We move the 6 to the right side. Okay, so if I move it over, it will become negative 3c minus 2c. Moving it, you don't need to flip, okay? Negative 4 minus 6. All right, so now on the left side, Tony, what do you get? What's negative 3c minus 2c?
That'll be negative 5c.
Yeah, negative 5c. Less than equal to what, Mackenzie? What's on the right side?
10. Negative 10.
Negative 10. Okay, very good. Negative 10. Now to isolate the c, what do we need to do on both sides now? And yeah,
Sorry, could you repeat that? Oh, sorry. You have to divide it.
yeah, divide both sides by,
-5.
yeah, okay, so if you're dividing by a negative, right, you look at the number you divided by. When you divide by negative, we need to flip, okay? So this is the moment we need to do flipping. So -5 cancels out. They're gone, okay? So you have C, but then your sign need to flip because you divided by -5. Right hand side will be 2, okay? So your answer should be C greater or equal to 2, okay? Solving equation is easy because you don't need to worry about flipping, okay? So be careful here, you need to know when to flip. Right, so we got our answer. We need to show it by the graph. Okay, I already drew out the numbers, right? So greater and equal to 2. So we put a circle there, 2, but because it says it could be equal, right? So fill in. Bigger than 2, so it has to go to the right side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So that's your answer. Okay. Any questions here?
Sorry,
Okay.
Jason, why do we need to flip the sign?
Okay. We need to flip the sign because of the rule we mentioned up here.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we multiply or divide by negative, we need to
Mhm.
flip. Okay.
Oh, right, thank you.
Yeah. Nope. Okay. Bit lagging here. Okay. So back here, right? You see the red number. The red number, we divide both sides by -5. Okay, and the number you divided by because it's negative, that's why flipping. Okay. So let's try another one, right? Question B. Question B, the answer after you solve, okay, there will be a fraction. So don't do the graphing yet. Just get to the point when after you found the x. Okay, after you isolate the x, and I'll talk about how to show the graph on the homework, okay, if it's a fraction. So this one, okay, because it has fraction, think about how you can get rid of the fraction first. Right, so you can raise your hand once you isolated the x. And if you need to flip, okay, then you do the flipping. Sometimes you need to flip, sometimes you don't, okay? Depending on whether you divide by negative or not. Okay, is there anyone has trouble getting rid of the fraction to start? Okay, Tony, do you know how to start? What's the first thing we need to do?
The first thing I say is to get the denominator out of the way.
Yeah, very good. How do we do that?
So I just did because there are two separate equations. So I just did two times the denominator on the left side, and the right side I just did 4 times the denominator.
Oh, if you multiply, you have to multiply by the same number. You cannot multiply different number on each side.
Okay, so
So what number will work for both sides to get rid of denominator?
let's say 2.
But 2 won't cancel out the 4, right?
Yeah, and then the 4 won't cancel the 2. So there's
4 can cancel out the 2. You find a common denominator. What's the common denominator for 2 and 4?
2 and 4. I think 4.
Yeah, so you will use 4, okay? So multiply, you start by multiplying
Oh,
both sides by common denominator. Okay, in this case it's 4, okay? Left side times it by 4, right side also times it by 4. Okay, you have to multiply by the same number or divide by the same number. Otherwise, it will change the question, okay?
okay.
Left side times it by 4, right side times it by 4. So the denominator can cancel out.
Yeah.
Okay, once you got rid of the denominator, then you can start to expand and start moving, all right? Okay, please raise your hand if you have the final answer. Okay, Jenny, what do you have?
Sorry, I realized I did something wrong. I'm just redoing it right now.
Okay, let me know once you have it, all right?
All right.
Geoffrey, what's yours?
Oh, wait, I'm also redoing it.
Okay. Let me know when you have the answer. Okay, just to make sure you guys are doing it right. Okay, so on the right side, the 4 cancels out. Right, but then on the left side, the 2 and 4 reduce each other, so you still have a 2, okay, on the outside.
I have the answer now.
Yep, what's it? What's the answer?
X is less than or equal to 1.
Okay. Oh, no fraction. I think this one, the answer will have fraction though.
Oh,
Yeah, double check.
all right.
Okay, so after you reduce the fractions, then left side should be 2 minus x greater than or equal to 2x plus 1, right? Because the right side has no more fractions and nothing left on the top. Okay, Geoffrey, have you fixed it?
I got -1/3.
Less than equal?
X is
less and equal
Okay,
to
that's
-1.
equal to -1/3. Okay. Anyone else that's different?
I got x is less or equal to 3/4.
3/4, so positive 3/4.
I also got x is less than or equal to 3/4.
3/4. Okay, so double check, Geoffrey. Let's get another one. Aaron, what do you have?
I got 3/4.
Also less than and equal. Yeah.
Less than 3/4. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so 3/4 probably should be right. Okay, let's go over the steps. Geoffrey, did you find any mistakes?
I'm checking.
Okay, so we expand, we get 4 minus 2x, that's an equal to 2x plus 1, right? Now we need to move, right? Keep all the variable on the left side, the numbers to the right side. Right? So we would have -2x minus 2x greater or equal to 1 minus 4. That's -4x greater or equal to -3. Okay. So we have to divide, right? Now we need to isolate x. Divide both sides by negative. So once again, you are dividing by negative, you need to flip, okay? You need to flip the sign. So greater and equal, you need to change it to less than and equal. Okay, so your answer will be this one. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. Do we have any questions? How to get here? So how do we do the graph? Okay, because the spaces are so small, right? So on the homework, right, if you get an answer with a fraction, you look at the denominator. All right, so denominator is 4. That means you divide from 0 to 1, you divide into 4 equal parts. So each part will be like 1/4. Okay, so you can have 0 here, and then you count 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you call that a 1. Okay, every 4 will be 1. All right. Okay, every 4 spaces will be 1. So this will be 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, this will be 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, -1. So that way you can show the fraction very clearly. So if it's 3/4, that will be over here. Right? You can label it. This is 3/4. And because it's equal, right? Less than or equal. So you need to fill in the circle. Okay. Smaller than, so you need to point it to the left. Okay, so if you get a fraction, this is how you will need to show on the graph. Okay, so I can see, right? We can see very clearly. So it's kind of like zooming in, right? Zoom in to see the details. Okay, can you raise your hand if you copy the graph down? So make sure, okay, you do it like this when you're doing the homework, right? So let's have a break and we'll continue the class at 2:40, okay? and then we'll do the next page. So this is one variable. After the break, we'll do the two variable, okay? How to graph inequality.